Thrice the bindled cat hath meowed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Harp your cries, it is time, it is time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entails to roll. Toad under the cold stone, days and night at 31. Sweltered venom sleeping pot. Boil thou first, I charm pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burns and cauldron bubbles.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing, for a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burns and cauldron bubbles.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf, over the ravine salt sea shark. Roof of hemlock digged in dark, liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and sleeps of dew. Silvered the moon's eclipse, those nose stirred and tortuous lips, finger of birth strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab, make the gruel thick and slab, and there is though a tiger's children for the intelligence of cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burns and cauldron bubbles.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open knocks whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hands? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by which you profess, however you come to know it. Answer me, though you untie the winds and let them fight against the churches, though the east waves confound and swallow navigation up, though bladed corn be lodged and trees blown down, though castles topple on their wardens' heads, though palaces and pyramids do slope their heads to the foundations, though the treasure of nature German tremble altogether, even till destruction sicken. Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak, demand.
We'll answer.
Say if those rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters.
Call him, let me see him.
Pour in Saul's blood that hath eaten, her 9 pharaoh, grease that sweat. From the murders give it throw into the flames.
Come high or low, thyself and doth to show.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thought. Hear his speech, but say nothing.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware Macduff. Beware the Thane of Fire. Dismiss me, enough.
Whatever thou art, for thy good caution. Thanks, thou hast heard my fear aright. But one more word.
He shall not be commanded, the Persian will lift. But here I have a more potent potion.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn. The power of man, for none of woman born, shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff, What I need fear of thee, but yet I'll make assurance double sure, and take a bond of fate, thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies, and sleep in spite of thunder. The rises like the issue of a king, and wears upon his baby brow the round, and top of a crown, also known as Rey Mysterio.
Listen, but not speak to it. Be lion middle, proud, and take no care. Who chades, who frets, or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never be vanquished, until great Birnam Wood, to high Dunstan's hill, shall come against him.
The forest? That can never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree, and feed his earthbound root, sweet bondman's good, rebellious, dead, rise never till the wood of Burman rise, and her high-placed Macbeth shall leave the lease of nature, pay his breath to time and mortal custom. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your heart can tell so much, shall banquet issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse will fall on you. Let me know.
Show!
Show
his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
All of the apparitions were supposed to be creepy, weird, and random, and all of the apparitions' intent was to speak the truth of Macbeth, but in a way to creep him out a little bit. Apparitions themselves were supposed to be an effect of the spiked drink that the witches gave to Macbeth, so all of this was happening in Macbeth's head. So the apparitions are an effect of the drug that has been taken by Macbeth. For the party theme scene, the witches used drinks instead of a cauldron. We used props that were distinctive to Macbeth's props, so we used the same costumes and makeup, and we projected a dark tone throughout the whole scene to let the audience know the intentions of the witches. And when we didn't have lines, we made sure to use facial expressions to also project the idea of dark intentions. The apparitions were part of Macbeth's head once he drank the drinks, and since they weren't real, we used masks and makeup, and we made sure to act foolishly and creepy at the same time, with the intention of answering any of Macbeth's doubts.
Alright, so the character that I played was obviously Macbeth. I was at a party and was drugged by these witches, which made me hallucinate. The tone of my character was determined and kind of arrogant, like he didn't feel anything bad would ever happen to him.
Okay, so the witches were three girls at a party that were supposed to be creepy and spike Macbeth's drink and confuse him. The tone of my character was seductive, mysterious, mystical, intense.